I know a lot of you have questions about COVID, especially with friends and family arriving from overseas, and there's a new travel advisory by the Health Ministry. An RT-PCR test to be mandatory for international arrivals from these following countries. Let me tell you: China, Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong and Thailand. On arrival, if any passenger from these countries that we mentioned is found symptomatic or test positive for COVID-19, then he or she will be put in quarantine. Let's take a look at what the Health Minister, Mansukh Mandavia, had to say.
जिस तरह से कोविड महामारी फैल रही है, उसको देखते हुए चीन, जापान, दक्षिण कोरिया, सिंगापुर, बैंकॉक सभी से आने वाली फ्लाइट को तुरंत ही पैसेंजर पहले से ही RT-PCR रिपोर्ट अपलोड करके ही आएंगे। इंडिया में आने के बाद भी उसका थर्मल स्कैनिंग किया जाएगा और कोई पॉजिटिव पाया जाएगा या तो बुखार पाई जाएगी तो उसको देश में ही क्वारंटाइन करने के लिए हमने आदेश जारी कर दिया है। चीन में से आने वाले पैसेंजर, जापान, सिंगापुर, बैंकॉक सभी से जो पैसेंजर आ रहे हैं उसको एयर सुविधा पोर्टल के माध्यम से मॉनिटर किया जा रहा है।
Going across to my colleague Shireen Elizabeth, who joins us with all these latest protocols. Shireen, as soon as that COVID emergency broke out in China, the questions were being asked, why is there no mandatory testing, at least for passengers coming in from China? And now finally, from 2% random testing that was taking place, now mandatory testing for those coming in from China and 4 other nations. We can only expect these measures to be ramped up in the next few days, yes?
Well, yes, definitely. Depending on the situation, depending on the case load of the country, there could in fact be changes in the present rule. Because remember, yesterday also the Health Ministry sources have in fact been saying that they don't want to put anything more restrictive or strict in a way or a mandatory rule. But now, seeing the situation and also the demand from a number of sections, number of not just the experts but also the opposition party saying that the connecting flights from China should also in fact be very well looked into, whether they should be banned or not, whether they should in fact be stopped at the moment. But now the Union Health Minister himself has come out and said that the RT-PCR test is going to be mandatory for the international arrivals from China, Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong and Thailand. These are of course the countries where we are seeing in fact a rise in the cases. And on arrival, if any of these passengers are in fact found symptomatic or have tested positive, then accordingly he or she will be put under quarantine. So these are the guideline as of now, the first mandatory guideline that we are seeing at this moment. Otherwise, all of the guidelines that are being issued has come as an advisory, but this is coming for the first time as a mandatory rule as far as the RT-PCR is concerned during this time when the COVID cases are very low at the moment.
So the latest coming in, mandatory RT-PCR test if you are an international arrival from China, Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong or Thailand. That was Shireen Elizabeth bringing us the latest details. With that, it's a wrap